Okay, everybody, it's 11:30, and this is the Tuesday edition of the weekly weather hazard briefing. I'm Kathleen, and I'm a meteorologist at the National Weather Service here, and we will get started. Here's a look at the week's weather pattern. As you can see, we've got a series of cold fronts that are going to be moving through, and the weather will fluctuate quite a bit weather-wise between now and next Monday. The most consistent thing about it will be the cold temperatures. There's no severe thunderstorm potential whatsoever, so we're just going to skip right on past that. And here's the big story. The big story of this period is going to be the bitter cold temperatures. So for a extended period, we're going to see temperatures at or below freezing. Starting Wednesday evening, temperatures will drop down below freezing for much of the area and remain there likely into Friday afternoon. And this is going to be more likely the closer you get to the Virginia border. Temperatures may be a little bit warmer for a little longer as you get south towards the South Carolina border. Temperatures throughout the extended period here this next week are going to be well below normal, with highs topping out maybe in the mid-40s for today and tomorrow, and then possibly again on Saturday. But otherwise, temperatures in the 30s or 20s for highs and teens and low 20s for lows. So what we want to reiterate here is that this is some dangerously cold weather for an extended period of time. This is going to be the first time this year we'll have seen temperatures stay below freezing for more than just one night. This is going to be for a couple of days. So I've got here the link for the winter weather safety tips on our website. So please feel free to visit that and kind of refresh yourself on those safety tips. This next slide here, I did include a little bit of those safety tips. Just a reminder for folks to dress warm, dress in layers, pay attention to our advisories and warnings for the cold, and to also remember to check on your elderly relatives and the people that you know that may live alone. Make sure that they're doing okay. Check in on them from time to time. Also, it's important to remember that this time of year, if it's too cold for you to be outside for an extended period of time, it's also too cold for those pets. So make sure that you bring them inside and not to leave them out for long periods of time. Even though they've got that fur, they're still subject to cold weather. So going back really quick to this slide here, that graph on the bottom is a temperature forecast for Roxboro, North Carolina. And you can see that from that's late Saturday afternoon through Monday, which is the New Year's holiday. They've got temperatures up there not even touching 32 degrees, with wind chills, some possibly even dipping down into the single digits on Saturday night. So keep that in mind. Definitely something to pay attention to and to be aware of, and maybe start planning accordingly when it comes to, maybe opening up some shelters for the homeless folks, and just being extra aware of those circumstances. So skipping on that slide, as far as wintry weather goes, we've got in this week-long forecast a potential for 3 different episodes. The first one will come tonight, and this is a forecast that has trended wetter with time in the southeast. So right now we are expecting there to be some precipitation later tonight, early tomorrow morning. It will depend on temperatures, whether we do see some freezing rain or whether it's all rain. But right now our forecast suggests anywhere from 100th to 500ths of an inch of freezing rain ice accumulation expected. There's a question mark there on Thursday night into Friday. Earlier on, the models were fairly wet, and over time they have dried out. Most of the moisture kind of has fizzled out with time. So while there is still a possibility, models have trended drier and colder for that period of time. And then given the distance out in time, you can see the 3 question marks there next to New Year's Day, and that highlights the uncertainty there with that system. Whether we're going to have the moisture for that to produce any kind of wintry weather is still kind of up in the air. So keep that in mind, that could be an issue for your New Year's Day into that night plans. But right now, the confidence on what type of wintry precipitation and if and how much we get is still very low confidence at this time. And here's just a look at what the Weather Prediction Center is forecasting as far as rainfall goes. And you can see that today maybe a little bit in the southeast, but for the most part it should be dry. But then later tonight into tomorrow, there is that slight area of some light accumulation across the sandhills and coastal plains. So keep that in mind. That's something that we're watching throughout today. And then the next chance, possibly Thursday, Friday, again, better chances across the east, lesser in the west and northwest. And then Saturday and Sunday, there is a greater potential for precipitation, likely wintry in nature. But that is something that we're going to be watching very closely this week. And you can see the better chances are east and off the Carolina coast. So hopefully that continues to be the case, but we will be monitoring that. And here's just the CPC 8 to 14 day outlooks. Similar trend with the below normal temperatures forecasted, and about average as far as precipitation expected goes. A reminder that given that, New Year's falls on a Monday, if indeed there is no weather to worry about, we will conduct the weekly briefing on Tuesday. However, given that there is a chance for some wintry weather, do not be surprised if something is scheduled before then. So be sure to monitor your mailboxes there for any kind of updates on that. And then in summary, biggest point here is that we are very confident that we're going to experience a fairly long period of not only below normal temperatures, but temperatures that could stay below freezing in many places for an extended period of time. There's lesser confidence that in the precipitation forecast, whether it be what type of precipitation, how much, and exactly when. So while that is fairly low confidence, the cold is what we're really trying to hit hard right now, because that is something that we are expecting. Like I said before, the wintry precipitation, we could have 3 potential rounds of it. Tonight is the first round, so between roughly 4 a.m. and noon tomorrow is kind of the period of time that we're looking at for the potential freezing rain. And then again, we'll see a chance for wintry precipitation again on Thursday into Friday and then New Year's Day. Even though we are expecting this period of below normal temperatures and well below normal temperatures at times, for right now, there are no records in jeopardy at any of the 3 climate sites across central North Carolina. But even at that, it is still going to be quite cold, and folks should be aware and prepare for that. And like I said before, the next briefing will be on Tuesday, given the New Year's holiday on Monday. However, if there is weather expected, be on the lookout in your mailbox for an update on that, and maybe we'll do one a little sooner. So that's all I have for all you guys today. I know that's a lot to take in. So please, if you have any questions, feel free to post them. I'll do my best to answer. And if not, and you think of something later, definitely email and we will get to that. So I'm going to pause here for a minute and let questions come in if there are any. Okay, I got a question here from Dalton about confidence increasing potential for Friday and then New Year's events. And honestly, it may not be until the night before with those events. The models are kind of all over the place, and we're at the mercy of them this far out. So usually it's right within 24 hours of the event that we start to get a pretty good handle on it. So unfortunately, I know that doesn't give you much time, but that's kind of what we're expecting with that. So we'll post on our social media, and any updated briefings we'll be sure to send out to the partners so that you'll have our latest thoughts. And we do that typically on a daily basis, and when there's something significant going on, multiple times a day. So if you see something or don't see something, definitely shoot us an email or give us a call, and we will keep you updated as best we can. All right. You're very welcome. And if that's all that we have, everybody have a great day, and hopefully a great New Year's. And I won't hopefully talk to you until then, but if I do, hope you have a great rest of your holiday season. So everybody take care.